Okay, so I'm gonna make some zucchini boats here. I'm gonna cut both ends off, just like so. A little bit of this end. Then you wanna make it kind of uniform as best you can. Set it up like so. Cut it in half, just like so. Then I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna take the pulp out of these, and I'm still gonna use that too. And then we'll have these nice and cleaned up, and I'll do the rest of these in just a second. All right, so you take either a spoon or a melon baller, or I have a measuring cups here, pretty sharp edge. You pull the pulp out pretty close to the edge here, somewhere close to a 1/4 inch. You won't be perfect, it's okay. And you clean them up. And then we're gonna save that pulp, and making a lot of noise here like I'm a reindeer with a bell. Anyway, you clean this up, the little space in here, and that's your boat. I'll be back in a second after I do the rest of these. Right, so next thing you do, we cleaned them all out. And what you're gonna do is they're not gonna have much flavor otherwise. You're gonna put a little salt on all of them. Just a little bit of salt. It's gonna bring the water out. It's gonna give a little flavor. That's what you want, definitely want. Don't be too scared to put a little salt on there. And bring that out. We're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then we'll be on to the next step. Oh, all right, so we waited the 15 minutes. You can wait as much as 20. You notice all the water? Look at that. Look at that. See that water? That's a lot of water in every single one of these. It's pulling out the moisture. So you're gonna pat dry these. You're gonna wipe them off clean. Look at that. It's a lot of water. You're gonna clean them up so you don't just have nothing but a mess when you start to cook these. Ooh, that's a lot of water. All right, so let me get some more napkins here. All right, so that's quite a bit of water in there. I want to make sure we get them all nice and dry, and then I'm going to put them in the oven for just a second. So anyway, I'm going to keep drying them, and I'm going to put them in there, and I'll be right back in a second. These out of the oven, they were in there about 15, 20 minutes, about 16 minutes is how long I left them. You get the water out pretty much. We cooked them in there at 350, and now we're going to build them. All right, so here we go. We're going to have some chicken, mushrooms, lots of garlic, and you just fill them up like so. My homemade sauce. Homemade's always going to be better than store-bought. Okay, so here we go. Fill her up. Pretty much you can do anything. This is just a vessel for you to be creative. Do anything you want with this. Okay, let me get the cheese. Anyway, didn't shred my own cheese today, so I'm going to have a lot of haters talking crap like always. Anyway, put some cheese on that bad boy. Pat it down a little so it don't go falling off everywhere. And let's see, here we go. A little bit more right here. Tap it on there, and voila! I'm gonna build the rest, and I'm gonna cook the rest. All right, so we're all done, and I had a little extra sauce and stuff, so I went ahead and put it on some sourdough. I made myself a little pizza on the side, some English muffins. I'm gonna go over to the stove right now. We'll be back in a second. Oven, and put it on the top rack. I'm gonna leave it in there 8 to 12 minutes. I'll kind of check it here and there, but I left them in just a little longer than I should have. You can still hear them popping. Just took them out. They just started to burn, just barely. So keep an eye on that. Pull them out at exactly, not exactly, but 9 to 10 minutes, and you're set at 500 degrees. And these are spectacular. Thanks for watching.